What's guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're reacting to the 10th episode of Shadow's House. This one's titled The Final Pair. Okay, so we're starting to get towards the end here. We still got 3 more episodes after this, if I remember correctly. Yes, I did. So we're not quite into the final territories. We're getting very close to the end of the debut, though. Like, very, very close. This might even be the end of the debut, considering everyone has been rescued, everyone is free, and is making their way back to the middle. We've had 2 successful pairs get out. Lou and Louise. I think the other one would have been Sean and John, considering, well, Kate and Meliko were the last ones to get saved. Shirley and Rum were also getting saved, and then Ricky and Patrick came back to Kate and Meliko, and Ricky gave the shears that he got from Lou, didn't steal, but got, to help out Meliko in saving Kate. So it makes sense that Sean and John was the second one that got saved, since we heard them go off. Now it's just a case of all 3 of them getting back in time, because we were running low on time to begin with. Now it's just a case of how can we get back in time or not. And then, yeah, that should be the debut over. Well, this particular test over. Whether that is the overall debut done or not, we don't know, because he did have the tier things as he was putting the little dolls to represent how high you are on rank. Lou and Louise are through, absolutely. I mean, they came first in this test, I guess, and they were already really, really high up, so they didn't really have much of a threat. Minako and Kate was absolutely meant to be like a slam dunk, get rid of them, but you can't because they're the main characters, so everyone's gonna be a little annoyed about that. But we also learned more about the secret of Shadow's House in the fact that you can take over a doll, as it were, and Edward seems to alternate between them. And it's not just him being unique, it seems like that's something that all the other, at least in the 3rd floor lords that are watching, that seems to be something that they're all aware of as the secret, and also can do. I don't know who it was, but the one with the snake-like tongue, I don't remember which one that was. I don't think it was Dorothy. It might have been. I don't know. I genuinely don't know which one of this it actually ended up being in the end. Was it Eileen? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Was it Sophie? I don't remember names of these people at all, so it was one of them that accidentally showed their face under a lot of emotion. So maybe that was the trigger. I don't know. But yeah, your face is showing was an interesting line. Yeah, we also had the scene between Ricky and Sean. And John, for that matter, actually. That was kind of an interesting one as they dealt with that. Because, again, everyone just mistrusts Ricky immediately because it seems like something he'd absolutely would do. But it's that negative perception he kind of has to correct, because otherwise people will be very distrustful of him. But yeah, everyone is out. I guess we see what happens now if everyone can get back, because you still got to get through the maze to find your way back, so I guess we'll see what ends up happening. Gonna load the episode up here. As per usual, these are time-based format actions here on YouTube. If you want to see the full picture in picture, you can go to my Patreon down description below. £4 a month gets you access to all picture in picture reactions I do on the channel, which is everything from the current seasonal lineup, as well as Patreon request shows such as World Trigger, Symphony G, and Lord Crisis Season 2. We also have movie reactions. Next Saturday on the 19th, we'll be doing I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, the movie. Very excited for that one. That was voted on by my patrons as part of our monthly movie polls. First week of every month, we let patrons vote on what movie you'd like me to see. With the new YouTube community tab, I'm going to be invoking some of your guys' help as well, so even if you're not a member of the Patreon, you can have a say on certain content that might be coming up on the channel. I'll be sure to announce that more on the community tab when we get to it. We've just done the one post real quick just to show that it works and to get your guys' engagement, and yeah, it seemed to go relatively well, so expect a lot more of that coming up soon as well. But yeah, here on YouTube we do time-based, so bottom left of the screen you'll see a time for the episode. I count down 3, 2, 1, play. Then play, start the episode, I start the episode, and we should be in sync. Watch this one on Funimation as per usual, since they're the ones who licensed it. We have the Aniplex logo and then the Funimation logo to start, so it's about 12 seconds of logos, give or take. I'll call them out as they go past, but you can also use screen flash on my face, the mic, or this part of my headset to tell when the scenes are transitioning. So, with all that said, let's get into this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Aniplex. Funimation. Cheers. Dog's making a little bit of a racket. Here we go. Straight into OP, okay. I love how they're like making the exact same pose as well. Like exactly mirrored. Alright. Here we go. This is us catching her. And landing in our... mm-hmm. I bet there is. Yeah. Oh no. Damage to the face. That's real bad. That's real bad. That's gonna be negative against us. I mean, I think it's lucky that it's not visible thanks to the hair. Yeah. It bled a lot though for a small cut, let's be real. Still gotta get back though. It's not a lot of time left. 10 minutes, okay. That's actually more than I expected. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Huh? Check the upper level. I mean, they've got the car. I mean... Mm-hmm. Kate and Emilico. Aye, okay. Okay. They look so dumb. Mm-hmm. And we're on a hill, so we can ride it down. Yep. Is this just keeping us, like, in between the two? Yeah. This is just so we don't sway around and spin. She's been hiding it from you. Mm-hmm. It's almost like that she knows she's being watched. You overlooked this pair. Mm-hmm. Whoops. It's a bit too much air. Because of the book, right? No Rum and Shirley in that montage. Yep. It's a lot of secrets, I bet. Jesus. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's awesome. The shadow wings are... They're awesome. Or the soot wings, I should say. They're very heavy. And time's up. What happened to Rum and Shirley? What is she up to? Is a good question. Mm-hmm. They didn't make it. How did they not make it? Just too slow, or what happened? They weren't in a rush anyway. She finally spoke. She didn't want to? So Shirley kind of knew that it wasn't going to work. Okay. So we do still have a debut failure. Now I'm really concerned for what's going to happen. Oh, God. What? That's horrifying. That's very horrifying. What the fuck? Oh. That was horrifying. Now what happens to Rum? Hmm. Okay. Is Minako gonna be able to handle this? Yeah, there's Lou. I think we saw all of them, yeah. Interesting. I'm sure. Oh my god. So extra. Mm-hmm. Of course, we know a bit more about her than Emiko does. Yeah. Hmm. No, wait, no, this is the bitchy one. Never mind. Sorry. I got the characters mixed up for a second there. Oof. This is the one with the beatings and such. Hmm. Definitely. These are the four. Is it Minako not? Yeah. No, Ram and Shirley. Yep. What happened to Rum? We saw what happened to Shirley, which was terrifying, but. Mm, they seem to disintegrate. What? What? They're all like that. It was the drink. It's gotta be the drink. Like, that's the only thing that would cause that, surely. Is it Minako like that as well? I think they're all like that. Passing a message. Or an item of some sort. Lord Grandfather? Oh, they're all like, yeah, it must be the drink. 100% it was the drink. Huh? As simple as that, really. Wow. Yep. Oh, God. That's so creepy. Mm hmm. This is creepy as shit. Let's see your faces. Mm hmm. And then? Yet to acquire a personality, okay. But what about Kate? Hmm. Okay. Okay. Interesting. It's a bit of an expo dump, honestly, but sure. Hmm. Just withered, okay. It's a first, okay. Hmm. Bonded during the debut, yeah. Interesting, okay. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Soot coffee, yep. Oof. It's probably only a temporary effect, though. Okay. Okay. Reset her memory. And she becomes a so the failures become veiled dolls, okay. Holy shit. Holy shit, that was out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. The children's wing is in his care. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Still holding that, yeah. Hmm. What an interestingly weird episode. It's a good question. Hmm. Hmm. Who's Rum? Oh no, she does remember. Yeah, brainwashed. Or still under control. Still under control. Hmm. Hmm. That's creepy. So the shadows, yeah, living dolls are brought in. I think it's just normal humans. And then the morphs learn from that to copy the body. And then spending time with a living doll, learn their personality, and then they merge. That's creepy as fuck. And Charlie's gone. Didn't form a personality until too late. And just dissolved away. Now Rum is going to be a veiled doll. Do all the failed living dolls end up as veiled dolls? I wonder. God, that was a very interesting episode. I feel like that end discussion though was a bit too, how do I say, exposition-y, to the point where it's like telling your audience everything about your world instead of like leaving the mystery aspect. I feel like a lot of that could have been like inferred and like built up a bit more, but whatever. I'm surprised they didn't change the ED to get rid of Shirley and that, or just like make a change there. Maybe they will next week. I don't know. All right, next episode. The Dark Drink. Oh yes. Okay, so this drink seems to have a prolonged effect. Seems to have a prolonged effect. How long it actually lasts for, we don't know. But if it is going to be a longer term thing that lasts, because it seemed, well, that's the first time we've ever seen this effect, and it was only because they were in the presence of Lord Grandfather for this special thing. But eventually they all went back to being normal. Because I'm sure Mia went through this exact same process with her debut. So, and same for Rosemary, I guess, at that stage as well, and probably Barbie. So it must wear off eventually, or at least the visual aspect must wear off eventually. I wonder if, to speed that process up, since Kate can control soot, I wonder if she can control other people's soot. Maybe that's a way of doing it, if she can remove Grandfather's soot from Minako. It's also possible Minako just is affected more because she had 2 drinks, right? So it's possible that her effect might be stronger or last longer because of that. That would be my thinking. But yeah, Ram and Shirley already gone. I'm genuinely surprised they actually got rid of one pair. I did not think that would happen. I honestly thought they'd try and save all of them, but no, we did have one go. So Shirley just failed to form a personality with Rum as a basis. What are these morphs? I need to go back and rewatch that scene to get a full read of everything that was going on, because I was trying to process it and watch and everything at the same time, and I think I might have missed a little bit in there. I just need to see some of that, because that was a lot of information they dumped. I wonder if it could have been told a bit better, and like maybe left the mystery of it to last a bit longer. That's something I would have maybe have liked. Because it's like, what is a shadow? And they just explain the entire mystery of who the shadows are. And it's like, that's not as satisfying now, because it's like, now I know. And now it's like, okay, well, what happens now? I don't know, I feel like that mystery element could have been dragged on through the season, you know? But, oh well. We as an audience now know exactly how the shadows function. To what end, we don't know. And what Grandfather's ultimately after and what's going on, we don't know. Whether there are people traitorous to Lord Grandfather and why they would want to be traitorous, we don't know. So there is still a mystery element to it, but that felt a bit too much like info dump on you. On stuff that could have been, like, more mysterious as time went on. But, oh well. That's going to do it for today, guys. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that one as per usual. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments what you thought of the episode. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Spring 2021 lineup you can find here on the channel. Thank you for watching. Till next time. See you guys later.